Ready for a new career but not sure what the best options are? If you're a native English speaker, stick around. Teach English Online and What's a TEFL will show you why you'll want to put teaching English online at the top of your list. Hello, teachers. I'm Nancy with Escaping the Classroom, and I help teachers find genuine ways to start their own businesses. In today's lesson, we're going to take a look at International TEFL Academy and how you can become an online English teacher. Let's get started. First, a word about change. Changing careers can be hard. Any change has the potential to be hard, not because of what we need to do to go from concept to completion, like the first job in your new career or your first new client. No way. That's easy compared to what comes in between. It's facing the barrage of well meaning but sometimes soul sucking comments and third degrees from your family and friends. They don't mean any harm, not really. They love you and they want to protect you from harmful choices. They have their reasons, and here are 5 of them. Reason 1: if you do things to change your life, there's a good chance you'll change all kinds of things about yourself. Where will that leave them? Maybe you won't be as available to them as you are now. Reason 2: if you go to all that effort to make the required changes, what does that say about them if they don't want to work as hard as you'll be working? Reason 3: maybe they don't know anyone who's done what you're planning to do. Reason 4: on the other hand, they might know someone who knows someone who tried something sort of like what you're talking about, and they can't wait to tell you what a disaster that was. They don't want the same thing to happen to you. And reason number 5: perhaps it's because change can be scary. There's always that frightening specter of failure that haunts so many of us, that and fear of the unknown. As you're moving into your new future, remind your loving family and friends of a quote by a gentleman who was no stranger to career change. Abraham Lincoln believed that the best way to predict the future is to create it. How do you create this future? One you'll enjoy? Taking a look at what's in demand is a good place to start. If you take some time researching the most profitable small business ideas, tutoring online and education are always somewhere in the top 10. Are you curious about number 1? I've left a link below for you. According to Fluent U, 1.5 billion, yes, that's a B in billion, 1.5 billion people worldwide study English. If you're a native English speaker, that puts you in a very enviable position. You are one of the highly sought after folks that have the first requisite to teach English online. It's your mother tongue. Lucky you. Here's why. As a spoken language, English comes in second behind Mandarin Chinese, but English is spoken in more countries worldwide. According to the Oxford Royal Academy, English is the official language of 61 of the world's 196 countries. The EU, the UN, NATO, and European Free Trade Association, and many Commonwealth countries. Additionally, it's the second language of many more countries, including Sweden, Germany, and Holland. Need more convincing? It's also the language of worldwide commerce, education, popular culture, and the internet. As the world continues to shrink and more of us look for ways to earn our livings without managers, administrators, or dark overlords peeking over our shoulders, the ability to speak English becomes an absolute necessity for millions of people. From a monetary perspective, teaching English is a no-brainer. From an educational equity perspective, teaching English is gratifying. From a contemplative perspective, teaching English is brilliant. Does this sound like something you'd like to find out more about? Then let's talk about what kind of training you'll need and the best place to find it. TEFL certification is the first stop on your journey. TEFL is the acronym for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. As you do your research, you may also see the following. You may see it referred to as TESOL or TESOL, which stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, or ESL, which stands for English as a Second Language, and ELD or English Language Development. There are some minor differences, but they all involve teaching English to folks whose first language was not English. In most circumstances, if you're planning to teach English to students in other countries, you'll need TEFL certification. There. Now you know what a TEFL is. Most schools want college grads, but not all. If you do have a degree, it doesn't have to be in education. There's also an established standard that you'll need to meet to be eligible to teach English in a non-English speaking country. The first is at least 100 hours of coursework. Second is between 6 and 20 hours of live observed practice teaching to non-native English speakers. The third is an accredited curriculum recognized by an independent organization. And the fourth is qualified instructors with the equivalent of a master's in TESOL or a related field. So, who offers TEFL certification? You can find all kinds of companies offering to get you certified, but be careful reading what they provide. Not all schools are created equally, and you will want one that not only gives you the coursework that will be required by future employers, but you should also look for one that aids you in researching the current job market. We recommend getting TEFL certification with International TEFL Academy. Here's why. The ITA online course provides 150 hours of coursework. Remember, the standard said at least 100. ITA provides 20 hours of live observed practice teaching to non-native English speakers, and the standard, you'll remember, called for between 6 and 20. ITA is one of the world's largest TEFL certification schools to become professionally trained as an English teacher. ITA trains more than 6,000 English teachers annually. They offer internationally accredited TESOL certification courses, both online and in 25 locations around the world. And all students and graduates receive lifetime job search guidance, and graduates are currently employed as teachers in more than 80 nations in Asia, Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East. Would training with a successful school like International TEFL Academy help calm the concerns of your friends and family? If International TEFL Academy sounds like a good option for you and you'd like more information, you'll find a link below. It will take you to my full review. Whatever path you choose, I wish you the very best. That's it for today, class. I'm Nancy, and if you'd like to see more from Escaping the Classroom, just click the link below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And please click the like and subscribe buttons